Hi, so this is going to be a video about exposing my handler as a targeted individual. I've been put on the program for many years, remote neural monitoring. It's been happening to me for many, many years. And it's taken me a very long time to figure out what the hell has been happening to me. I've had many handlers. It's like human trafficking, so I've been passed on from one handler to another. My recent handler is Scott Ritter. This person is not who people think he is. Scott Ritter has this technology. He has remote neural monitoring. He told me that he obtained it from Russia. It's a very long story of how I got involved in it, but it's got to do with writing poetry on my phone, amongst other things, and getting involved in politics and just voicing my opinion on politics. And so I became a targeted individual. At this point, I do not give a fuck if anyone believes me that Scott is my handler. He knows the truth, I know the truth, and the people involved in this with him know the truth, that Scott Ritter is a handler. He's also stolen my intellectual theft property when I was voicing my opinions on politics and the war between Russia and America. He used everything that I've written down on my phone for his YouTube and basically just regurgitated my own bullshit back to me, basically. It's so stupid and it's irritating. Scott Ritter, I'm not sure how long Scott Ritter has been my handler, but he came into my path last year. He got put into my path. He crossed my path on purpose. He got put there on purpose. And just a lot of weird shit started happening. Also, Scott Ritter, he's a peeping Tom. Now, with remote neural monitoring, they can spy on you. They can see through your eyes. They can hear what you hear. And they can basically go anywhere in the world whilst on this program. And you can literally see them, physically see them with your own eyes. Scott Ritter started sexually molesting me last year, stimulating orgasms in my sleep. And I've been having frequencies in my ears for many, many years. And it takes many, many years before those frequencies turn into voices. Now, this is synthetic telepathy. And some people will say that, it's AI, it's just AI. No, it's both. It's AI and it's humans as well. So a handler can't speak to you with synthetic telepathy 24/7. It's just impossible. They need to sleep, shit, and eat. So when they're doing their things, they will put on their AI chatbots to fill in for them while they do their thing until they come back online. It's a very difficult thing for target individuals to explain this, because no one really believes us. They all think we're crazy, and this is a real thing. This is not some sci-fi movie, Hollywood technology thing. People's minds are still in the olden days, and the future is now. This technology really exists. A few months ago, I got told to answer the call of the frequency as it turned into Scott Ritter's voice. And I know it's Scott Ritter. Most handlers will tell you who they are. because they know that they can't get into trouble for it, and they basically can get away with it because you basically have no evidence of this. So the first time I spoke to him, it was very clear. It's like a normal person speaking to you. And one of the things that he said to me when I first answered his call, which I got told to answer the call, is he told me to move my body like a snake, Ma. This dude is really sick. On his YouTube channels, he pretends to be this upright, standing citizen, patriotic American individual who's for his country but also hates his country and is for Russia, and yada, 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 whatever. Basically, he's a liar, he's a deceiver. He's not the person who people think he is. He really is a deceiver, and he really is a sick individual, and this person needs help. So what happened to me was, a few months ago, he put me under the program. One of the programs is called the TAMI program. So it's like a truth serum program, but this is more advanced. And when you're under the control of this, when you're under the influence of this technology, you really don't have any control. And you cannot lie. It's like a lie detector. You have no control over your body, over your thoughts, and over what you say. And it's very painful. It hurts every single part of your body from the inside out. And what he did to me is that he really took me back to my childhood, all the way up to the present moment, interrogating me basically Guantanamo Bay style. They also mess with your bowels, and they make you constipated. And they talk to you through your tummy. So your tummy will make voices. It's very hard to explain. I'm not too sure how to explain this properly because it's just so mind-blowing. This technology is so disgusting and so evil. Another thing Scott Ritter does with this program, and he's not the only handler that does this with this program, with remote neural monitoring, is that they really hurt you. They hurt every single part of your body. They broadcast things to you. They give you synthetic telepathy. They plant things into your subconscious mind. They can show you pictures. You can see them. They can come into your room and you can physically see them. What Scott Ritter did to me is what I call ass raping, or anal probing under the influence of this technology. It's in conjunction with the TAMI program. So what they do is, with this technology, they probe your anal, and rape is rape to me in whatever form. Whether it's body-to-body contact or if it's technology used on your body without your consent, it is rape. And what happens is when they anal probe you with this technology, they speak to your subconscious mind, and they also they ask you questions. It's like a lie detector. And you absolutely have no choice but to answer them truthfully. My phone's been hacked for a very long time. I think I've been a targeted individual that I know of for maybe 6 years, and even longer than that if I think back and all the shit that's happened in my life. They know everything about my whole entire life, from my childhood up to now. They know my past, my present, and some of my future. They can hear your thoughts. They know what you're thinking at all times, and they basically influence you. They influence you to do a lot of stuff. Scott Ritter is a peeping Tom. He's watched me bath naked on numerous times, and I can see him in the bathroom with me. He's also told me that he does this to other people, and he's also watched other women and spied on other women as well. He's basically a peeping Tom. And really, honestly, I'm at the point where I just don't give a fuck if people don't believe me or not. Think whatever the fuck you want. I don't really care. There's a group of people involved in this with him. It's a whole group of them. So what happens is Scott Ritter will collect all my data and my thoughts and everything he can from me, and then he will broadcast it to his mates, and his mates will broadcast it to others, and then they'll make a Truman Show of your life. It's like your own personal Truman Show. Remote neural monitoring is gang stalking, and it ruins people's lives. It's a crime, and it goes against the natural laws of nature. It's so bad because they really make you feel ashamed of yourself. They make you feel guilt. It's really basically Guantanamo Bay tactics, except using technology on you. And it ruins people's lives. These people they're criminals. Scott Ritter is a criminal. I don't need to convince anyone that I'm telling the truth, because it is my truth. It is my story. It's not a made-up story. He knows the truth, I know the truth, and the people involved in him with this know the truth. The way this technology works is that it hurts you. It's torture. It's disgusting, and most of the time it makes you feel like you want to commit suicide. It really makes you feel like there's nothing to live for anymore, that there's nothing left to live for anymore. They know all about your family, and I think they also put your family on remote neural monitoring as well, because they listen to all your conversations, your phones, all of your equipment is hacked, so they know everything. Scott Ritter is especially obsessed with me. He's obsessed with my mom and my sister especially. He asks questions about them and how they look. He is a very disgusting person. He microwave zaps me in all parts of my body, including my private parts. He said some pretty disgusting things to me via synthetic telepathy. One of the most disgusting things he said to me, and he gave me a picture attached to the synthetic telepathy, is that I want to have a son so I can rape him. This is absolutely not true. These people that are involved in targeting people, they make lies up about people. And they really try to tear you down in every possible way. It's affected me so badly that I cannot get it out of my mind. I would never hurt children. I am not a child molester. I have never hurt a child in my whole entire life. These are some of the disgusting things that they do to people. They also label people as pedophiles or child molesters or rapists, when the true fact is they are the rapists. Scott Ritter has raped me on numerous occasions with this technology. He's also explained to me a bit about this technology because I've asked. And sometimes handlers will, if you ask them questions, they'll answer you honestly. So what he has is a full bodysuit and a headgear I'm not really too sure how everything works, but it's connected with computers and shit like that. So he basically wears a full bodysuit, and basically they can have sex with you. On many occasions, I've told him to stop, and he didn't. He just carried on. This is like a very sick and twisted game. Scott Ritter is married and he has a daughter. And the really sick thing about it is that he can't imagine this happening to his daughter. And I've told him this many times. Imagine a very sick, twisted, psychotic individual just like him, who has remote neural monitoring, does this to his daughter and traumatizes his daughter and rapes his daughter. You know, how would he feel? I'm really disgusted in Scott Ritter. I've never been attracted to this man. He was put in my path on purpose because I got involved with politics with Russia and America. I voiced my opinions out about Americans. It wasn't good things because a lot of Americans have targeted me and demonized me in the worst possible ways and infiltrated my life, and have basically ruined my life and traumatized me. I'm at the point where I feel like I don't want to live anymore. But anyway, I'm going off the subject here. Scott Ritter was put in my path on purpose. I used to have a lot of respect for him because he was agreeing with me on the rotten things that America does. And not all Americans are bad. There are rotten Americans that are handlers and basically target people all over the world. I'm from South Africa, just by the way. Anyways, I used to have a lot of respect for Scott Ritter until he started to gang stalk me via remote neural monitoring. Now, unfortunately, I cannot explain this properly because it's hard to explain it. There's no words to explain it properly, but there are a few people on YouTube that explain it much better than I can. One of them is Dr. Robert Duncan. He explains this technology. There's 26 different ways that they do this to you. And basically, you can throw your cell phone away and it wouldn't matter. They can still track you and they can still send you synthetic telepathy and they can still zap you. And they can still really hurt you because they do it via satellite. They try to erase my memory. My memory is shot. They've given me frequency-induced seizures, which is very bad. Another thing about this thing is that they make money off of this. Every single targeted individual has their own personal Truman Show, which is broadcast on the deep web and on other sites, and people pay to see your life. So if you're in a relationship and you're having sex with your partner, they basically record that and they sell it. And people pay to see this stuff. Whatever you're doing in your life is recorded. And people will pay to see this stuff because obviously their lives are so boring and they have nothing better to do with their lives. They really are pieces of shit. So Scott Ritter cheats on his wife using this technology. He's told me this. Like I said before, because I asked him, have you done this to other people? And he said yes. And he spies on women and he watches them bath. And he also told me that if his wife found out, that his wife would kill him, basically. um, obviously should be very angry. And I would like to address Marina Ritter. And I have this feeling that she knows what her husband is up to, because I did some research, and she apparently used to work for the KGB. She's now a psychologist, and I don't think she's a very good psychologist, because her husband is very psychotic and still fucked up. Didn't help him. Anyways. Scott Ritter is really making my life a living hell, including those that are involved with him. He's a rapist and a peeping Tom and a molester. And I'm pretty sure he's done this to a lot of women, many women, maybe not a lot, maybe a few. He's said to me he's done this to family members, but I'm not sure that he rapes or molests family members. I'm sure he just spies on them and plays tricks on them. He's told me he fucks around with people, like tricks them, making them think that ghosts are haunting them and shit like that. It's really disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. These people really need help, and I'm not too sure if there's anything that can help them. I think the only thing that can help these people is death, is for them to die, because the world really doesn't need these people. The government gives them permission to do this type of thing because it's just part of the New World Order program. Plus, they're making money off of it. There's a lot of YouTubers involved in this. A lot of YouTubers are in possession of remote neural monitoring technology. You don't have to be a special individual or be part of the government or whatever to get this technology. You can just go and buy it, if you can afford it, on the dark web. And you can go fuck around and ruin people's lives, basically. They really make people's lives a living hell. And as a targeted individual, it's hard. Living day to day is hard. It's very hard. You can't have a relationship. They turn people against you. It's hard to find work. And when you do find work, they turn those people against you as well. Many targeted individuals will attest to this, because the same thing is basically the same thing is happening to all targeted individuals. Humanity really needs to wake up and understand that this technology is real, and that they can see through your eyes. They monitor your brain. They know all about your life, from the beginning to the future of your life. They know everything. I just want to say again that I don't give a fuck if anyone believes me or not about Scott Ritter, that Scott Ritter is my handler. Like I said before, he knows the truth, I know the truth, and the people involved in this with him know the truth. There's one person that knows about this that calls him a guardian. They like to call these handlers guardians, but they're not guardians. They're just humans that have technology, and this technology makes them feel really powerful. It makes them feel very godlike. And if you take away this technology, really, they're just normal, screwed up human beings. Scott Ritter really adds no value to humanity. All he does is speak shit, and he's Putin's little bitch, basically. He really adds no value to humanity. The world really doesn't need Scott Ritter and handlers like him. They really do this for fun and shits and giggles, and to really ruin people's lives. It's fucking disgusting. Another thing they do is they give you synthetic dreams. I don't know when last I've had a natural dream. For many, many years, I've had scripted synthetic dreams. And it's usually sex dreams, amongst other disgusting dreams. Some of the really disgusting dreams that Scott Ritter has scripted for me is having sex with my own son, which I find really disgusting. Scott Ritter is a disgusting human being. There's something wrong with this person. He is not who people think he is. Who Scott Ritter presents himself on YouTube to be is not the person that he really is. And this is the truth. It's touchless torture, it's psychological torture, and it's bodily harm. It harms your brain, your body, your heart, your soul, every part of your being it harms. All of my handlers, including Scott Ritter now, who is my current handler, they hurt my body and zap frequency, and it drains your energy. Scott Ritter has put me through a personality test. It's really hard to explain under this technology because it puts you in like a trance-like vibe. It's difficult. There's no words really to explain it unless you experience it yourself. So this personality test, basically, it's like a virtual reality. You can see it. And it's a woman holding a frog, and this frog changes shapes. And it asks you questions. And it gives you a tick. So it's either yes or no, and it's like a tick mark. It's like a personality test. But they don't give you the results of the personality test. They keep that to themselves. He's used other programs on me. It's really painful. It's disgusting. He's put me through a program where I say things that I would never normally say in a natural state. If you're not under the influence of this technology, you would never ever say such disgusting things to people. I don't even want to get into that because it's very disgusting to even mention. And it's things that I would never say on a normal day. If I'm sitting outside in a garden, I would never even think such things to myself. It's something like they override your speech, basically. So they are speaking for you, through you, so to speak. As I said, it's very hard to describe this technology. There's other people on YouTube who can say that, who can explain it better than I can. I don't like making YouTube videos. I'm a very shy person. I keep to myself. I stay in my own lane. I'm a loner. It's a very lonely path being a targeted individual. And I keep to myself. There's many programs that they can put you under, and they can they mimic drug-like feelings. So they can make you feel like you're on drugs, basically. And it's not like if you've experimented with drugs, you feel good in everything. The synthetic drug-like program that they put you under is the most shittiest feeling, and it's the most shittiest drug-like induced feeling. It's just so disgusting. They burn my body. They heat up your body. They also control your body, so they can move your body for you like you're a possessed person. Like move your body like a snake, ma. They take control of every part of your body. So if they want to move your arm up and down, they can do it for you. And this happens with your entire body. I do have a feeling that his wife is involved in this and knows what he is doing. Like I said before, he has told me he does spy on other women and other people too. And he does things he probably abuses other people. And this also goes on a punishment and reward system. So if you don't comply with what they say, they punish you. And if you comply, then they don't hurt you as much. It's very difficult for me to explain this, but really I'm making this video to expose Scott Ritter for who he truly is. Many people think Scott Ritter is such a great person, an outstanding person, and he even got an award from Putin for being an honest person. I want to tell the truth about William Scott Ritter Jr. This man is not an honest person. He might be honest in some ways, but behind closed doors, he's a deceiver. He abuses me basically for his own amusement. And while the people that are involved in this with him, while he's humiliating me and torturing me and putting me in so much pain, they just watch and they do nothing. And then they make YouTube videos about it. They just watch, they don't do anything about it. There's many YouTubers, like I've mentioned before, that have this technology. And the thing that's very disturbing is they don't tell the truth. They don't want to tell their subscribers the truth, that they have the remote neural monitoring technology and that they use it on their subscribers because they make money off of it. If they told their subscribers the truth about this technology and that they have it, it will basically end their dosh supply and they wouldn't be able to live their lavish lifestyles anymore. It's very sick and disturbing. And it really, they live stream broadcasting your life. It really is your own personal Truman Show. It's sick. It's sick and disgusting. There's no words to explain this. So another thing with Scott Ritter is he's obsessed with my sexual life. The one day, under the influence of this technology, and now you have no control. They have control over you when they put you under a program. There's many programs that they can choose to put you under. And he basically got me to show him my private parts. He's a really disgusting person. And really, I had no choice because I didn't have any control. I had to show him whilst I was in the bath. He's a really disgusting person. He is a psychopath. I don't think anything can help this person and people like him. He's also obsessed with the father of my son's sexual life. He gives me dreams of my son's father having sex with me, having sex with other women, and it's very disgusting and disturbing. He has scripted so many disgusting dreams for me. It's literally, your dream is literally like a Hollywood movie, and you can feel the syntheticness of your dreams. You can feel it's not real. You can feel the texture of your dreams. It's way too scripted. Scott Ritter is a really obsessive person. I do not find this person attractive at all. I'm not attracted to him. I find him very disgusting. He's like a typical American common person, basically. Um, I'm, he's so intelligent but so stupid at the same time. Um, Also, they live stream your dreams and they put it on the dark web and on other websites as well, and they charge people for it. And people will pay to watch your dreams and watch your life. So if you're single and you masturbate, they record that as well and they sell it, and people will pay to watch the shit because they've got nothing better to do with their life. They really destroy your life. It's torture, and like I said before, it's really like Guantanamo Bay style tactics, except it's just using remote neural monitoring technology. They insert fake implanted thoughts in your head, and they can use different voices. I know the sound of my own voice internally, and they try to mimic it, but they can't quite get it right for some reason, which is really funny to me. And the fake implanted thoughts that they put in your head is disgusting. It's really sick. And they want to make you believe that it's from your own subconscious mind, and that is an absolute lie. That is not the truth. The synthetic telepathy is basically 24/7. It's mind games. They can also talk to you through appliances, like he's talked to me through my fridge. Like my fridge will sound like he's talking to me through my fridge, through tapping on walls or banging on doors. Also, they sleep deprive you. They wake you up from your sleep, basically by bumping your bed, like shocking you awake, and it really gives you a fright. It's very traumatic. This is a global organized crime. It's a crime against humanity. It's part of the hive mind program for transhumanism and for depopulation. Basically, they want you to go crazy and eventually kill yourself for their entertainment. I just would like people to know, and I don't care if you believe me or not, William Scott Ritter Jr. is not a good person. He pretends to be a good person, but people don't know the real truth about him. And of course, he will deny this, because you can't prove it. There's no way of proving it. Like I said before, most handlers will be honest with you, and they'll tell you their names, and they'll give you some information about themselves. And a lot of people, you need to be careful about which targeted individuals you watch on YouTube, because many of them are fake targeted individuals and they'll lie. Sometimes the synthetic telepathy is just AI. And most times it's a mix of both. It's AI and a handler working together. Scott Ritter is my handler. I'm not lying. He's not really that famous. And I'm not anyone special. I'm a nothing. I'm a nobody. I'm just someone who voiced my opinion and basically got targeted for it. This technology is lethal, and it can kill you, and it leaves no evidence. This is happening to people all over the world, to millions of people now. The truth is, most people aren't even aware that they are on this program. People just think that shit luck is happening to them all the time, when in reality, they've been put on this program and they're being tortured. And they haven't figured it out yet. Most people know about this technology, but they don't want anything to do with it. They don't want to know, they're not interested, they don't care. Which is dangerous. It's really time for humanity to wake up, because humanity is in big shit. And this is only getting worse and worse and worse. It's going to get worse. When you become a targeted individual, you'll hear frequencies in your ears. It starts off with frequencies and like vibrations in your body. And in the spiritual community, they'll lie to you and tell you it's downloads and it's upgrading and it's upgrading your DNA. This is bullshit. I've had frequencies in my ears for years and years now. And if these were downloads, if these frequencies were downloads, I should be a fucking superhuman by now, but it's not. It's not. It's just not that. I would like to warn people about the spiritual community. These people are lying. A lot of them are liars. And a lot of them are good ones as well, and they help people. I'm not saying all of them are bad. I got into Kalantic science, and that made me even more of a targeted individual. I would like to warn people about Kalantic science and getting into Kalantic science, because it's specifically designed for this technology to make you a targeted individual so that they can experiment on you. So basically, you're just a lab rat, a guinea pig to these people, and you're disposable. This whole thing, this whole remote neural monitoring, gang stalking thing, it's very bizarre. It's disgusting. It makes you angry, very angry, frustrating, and it's irritating. It's a very lonely path, and you have absolutely no privacy at all. You have no privacy at all. They even watch you while you're taking a shit on the toilet. You have no privacy even in your dream time. There's no privacy. There's also no such thing as free will. There is no such thing as free will. There's just the illusion of choices. This world is a matrix. It's basically a prison planet. It's really like a matrix, and people in first world countries think that they're living freely, that they have free will. They're not. Everyone is being watched, and every single person, every single animal is on remote neural monitoring. Everyone is being watched, and specific people are being chosen for studies, for being lab ratted. The programming that they put you under is more effective on your subconscious mind while you're sleeping. That's why they script your dreams for you, so that they can implant disgusting things into your subconscious mind. This technology has full control over your body and mind, so you have no choice but to comply. These handlers like to humiliate you, and they do electronic rape. This is a real thing. Many targeted individuals will also speak the truth about this, because they go through the same thing. It is electronic rape, and rape is rape. You can't call it anything else. Rape is rape. The governments allow these people to do this, and they will keep this a secret. They don't care. They don't give a shit what the handlers do to you. as long as they're extracting the information that they want from your subconscious mind and studying your behavior. This is very difficult for me. It's very hard and painful. I'm very traumatized. I'm at my wit's end during this time because it's been happening to me for so long. I'm so drained out. I'm drained the fuck out. I have no energy. I have mind slides. I can't remember things like I used to. My memory gets wiped. I used to write poetry. I used to read. I used to draw. I used to paint. I used to dance. I can't do any of those things anymore. I used to do bodybuilding. I used to jog and run. I cannot do those things anymore. They've really messed me up. When you become a targeted individual, and if you get a handler, which is not an artificial intelligent robot, it's a real human, they'll reveal themselves to you because they know they can get away with it. So they also, they give you information about themselves. They basically give themselves away. They tell you things. Not a lot though. While they take your privacy away from you, their privacy is kept for themselves. So they get to keep their privacy, and they give you little bits and pieces here and there if they want to. I really encourage people to do some research. There's some really good people, really good YouTubers that explain everything about remote neural monitoring, electronic weaponry harassment, gang stalking, and I really encourage people to do their own research. So I'll give you some people that I listen to who really tell the truth. One of them is Dr. Robert Duncan, Kevin Christian, Romola D, Dr. Catherine Horton, Targeted Individuals United, and there are many more, but I also, please use your discernment, because there are many YouTube channels out there that claim to be targeted individuals, and they are not real targeted individuals. They just see it as an opportunity to make money from them. Another thing is they don't need to be anywhere near you. They don't need to be in the same country as you. A lot of targeted individuals seem to think that it's their neighbors that are targeting them. It's not. They're doing this shit via satellites, and like Dr. Robert Duncan said, there's 26 different ways that they do this, and I'm sure by now there is a lot more ways that they can do this. So they can track you. You don't need a cell phone. I mean, I've dismantled my cell phone. I've smashed a cell phone. I've taken my SIM card out of the cell phone. I have taken walks miles away from my home, leaving my cell phone behind, and I still receive synthetic telepathy and microwave zaps. So really, you don't need any electronic equipment. This is not how this technology works. You don't even need a cell phone to be targeted. The effects of remote neural monitoring and gang stalking and being a real targeted individual is extremely damaging and traumatizing. It really fucks up your life. It fucks up your mind. you don't feel like yourself. You start feeling like you're losing your soul. You start feeling like an empty shell, basically, because they suck all of your essence out of you. They really destroy your life. Like I said before, anybody can buy this technology if you can afford it on the dark web. And there are many people that have this technology, and it's in the hands of really psychotic, disgusting people. And basically, they get addicted to this technology. It's like a drug for them. And basically, the reality is that they are Nazi-like. They have Nazi-like mentality. It's a Nazi mentality. This is a very serious crime against humanity. Your governments and the powers that be really do not give a fuck. They don't care. They're making a lot of money off of this. And I mean, the research and the information they're getting from this, from studying people and studying people's brains, is like, it's like gold for them. It's worth a lot to them. Guinea pig, targeted individuals are guinea pigs, they're lab rats. In a way, we are important for them because they get to study us, they get to study our behaviors, and they also try to change our behaviors without consent, just by the way. This technology is real. A lot of people just won't believe it because it's been designed this way. You know, with Hollywood movies and fake news and just, you know, the news stations lie. They basically show you the truth in sci-fi movies. It's like reverse psychology. I don't know how to explain it to you. This is not make-believe technology. This is real technology. The future is now. It exists right now. Humanity really needs to wake the fuck up, because it's just going to destroy more and more people's lives. And my heart really goes out to targeted individuals, real targeted individuals that are going through this. It's very painful and traumatizing, and it really fucks up your life so completely and utterly. They really try to destroy your life while studying you, while studying your behavior. So really, that's the end of it. I just wanted to explain a bit about what's been happening to me, and a little bit about Scott Ritter and who he really is. I know he's an ex-CIA agent. I think he's a double agent, because really, I think he works for the KGB and the CIA, because they're all Jesuits. You know, the wars are fake, except they're killing real people. It's just to make money out of it and for depopulation, basically. Jesuits hang out with each other. They don't fight against each other. They're not enemies. So Russia and America are not truly enemies. They're all in it together. They're just pretending that they are enemies. This is all planned out. It's all to bring in the New World Order, which is actually the Old World Order, and to bring in the hive mind collective, where everyone is turning into a transhumanism. It's very disgusting. But yeah, so this video, I will make other videos trying to explain um, how I got into this, how this happened to me, and the things that I went through. Look, I've made mistakes in my past. I'm a good person, but I've made stupid choices in my life, like every other human. It's basically part of being human. We fuck up sometimes. So when I'm able to speak more clearly and um, explain this more clearly, because my mind is not in the my mind is very daisy. It's I don't know how to explain it. They fuck your mind up, really. So I will make other videos explaining my life story and how I got into being a targeted individual, because there's a lot more to this story. But basically, this video was just about exposing Scott Ritter for who he truly is. And I'll say it again, I really do not give a shit. I do not give a fuck. And I do not need to prove to anyone that Scott Ritter is my handler. He knows the truth. I know the truth. And the people involved in him with this know the truth. He's not a good person. I suppose he's a good person to some people, but he's really put me through very disgusting things, very, very disgusting things, and he truly is a disgusting person. He's not a good person to me. What he's done to me and what he's put me through is disgusting. It's actually disgusting. It makes me sick. It makes me want to vomit. I cannot stand him. I used to have respect for him, and I do not have respect anymore for him. He's just altogether, all round, a piece of shit. He's a disgusting human being. The way he presents himself on YouTube and the interviews he does with other people, he's just, everyone respects him, but little do they know. His subscribers, the people that really listen and hang on to every single word that Scott Ritter says, really doesn't know who he really is and what he does. He really is a piece of shit. And Russia did give him this technology. He told me that. He is in possession of this technology. And I'm telling the truth. I have no reason to lie about this. I'm not trying to make money. I'm not trying to be famous. I'm actually trying to warn people about the dangers of this technology and about handlers, and really just about exposing Scott Ritter, because he has really hurt me very badly. He's hurt my body from the inside out. He's done a lot of damage to me. In his sick and twisted mind, he thinks that he's a hero and that he's a guardian, but in reality, he's actually a piece of shit. He's a real piece of shit. The reality is, Scott Ritter is not a good person. The reality is, Scott Ritter is a deceiver. Scott Ritter is a liar. And he adds no real value to humanity. Really, he's just a great pretender. He's making a lot of money off of this. Just by the way, Scott Ritter has a lot of money, and he still asks for donations from his subscribers, and the sheeple are falling for it. That's how disgusting Scott Ritter is, just by the way. And once again, I do not give a fuck if people believe me or not. The truth is, Scott Ritter is not a good person. In fact, he's an organic portal.